Welcome back to the channel. I'm continuing on with the requests, and one that I had was actually for some unboxing, and it just so happens that I've got some seams here, so I thought we could unbox it. It's part of a chat that I thought we could do about gloves, because gloves are actually something that we think that we only need for certain things like doing the washing up, or when it's cold you put on your gloves, but there are quite a few uses for gloves within health, wellness and beauty that I thought we could cover today. But because Seams very kindly sent me more of my favourite hand cream, I thought that we could also do a little bit of an unboxing for you too, since that was a request and I'm trying to fulfil as many requests as I can. So when do you wear gloves? Now, some people wear them, as I say, for the washing up. They wear their rubber gloves. Some people need to wear gloves when it's really cold weather. Get your leather gloves or your woolen gloves. You can also wear gloves for protection if you work in certain industries. When we are doing waxing, sometimes when people are doing their body treatments, maybe they're doing the feet or facials, certain times you'll wear your vinyl gloves, lots of different reasons. You might remember a few videos ago I showed you these. Some of you might actually have them already. The copper gloves. Now you get copper gloves, you also get copper infused socks, and they've got the copper running through them. Now the reason why a lot of people might choose to wear these is that, and again, you're going to get people that will believe this and people that will say, show me the evidence. So it's very much an individual thing if this works for you. A lot of people feel that the copper infused gloves really help with circulation, with getting the oxygen into the skin surface. A lot of people wear them if they've got Reynolds, maybe they've got, again, the white fingers, circulatory issues, arthritis, and they believe that wearing the copper gloves for set periods of time can really help. From a beauty industry point of view, there's a belief that they can help with aging. Because of that increased circulation, they help with the blood flow. That in turn helps with bringing the nutrients to the surface, helps with collagen and elastin. But you will get websites where they say that they're in no doubt that it helps, and you'll get people that have got these conditions that will say it absolutely helps. And then you'll get people that will say, absolutely don't believe it. You'll get medical websites that say they don't believe it. So it really is very much each to their own. If you want to do your own research and check for yourself, see if it works for you, then you can choose. But when you're wearing them, they're very comfortable. There's nothing there, there's no heat produced. They don't feel uncomfortable, there's no weird sensations. So if you want to try the copper gloves or the copper, I can't talk at all today, the copper socks, again, for circulation in the feet or to boost the blood flow, to boost oxygenization, and it goes on, then absolutely do that. If you already use them, I'd love to know what you think. I think they're very handy. I bought them for someone who had circulatory issues and they seemed to like them. At worst, they're a comfortable thing to wear. At best, they're going to make a difference. So I'd love to know if you wear them, the socks or the gloves. But then we move on to the cotton gloves. Now, many of us use the cotton gloves because, again, cotton gloves, cotton socks, because they can really help to enhance the benefits of a moisturisation treatment for the skin. I had a lovely pair of white ones, and as happens with many of us, a friend borrowed them, never to be seen again. So these are my backup pair, still very soft, but as you can see, that they've been well used. So I'd love my white ones back, but I know there's no chance they are gone. When I spoke to Seams and said that I was doing this video, they said perfect, because we actually recommend that if you want to do a bit of a hand treatment and really enhance that moisturisation, then use your Seams hand cream and then put on your cotton gloves, and you can do it for as little as 20 minutes, half an hour, to overnight if you want to. Most people with gloves or socks, they don't quite get to overnight, especially with gloves. The socks a bit easier. Gloves can be, well, put it this way, you probably wake up and the gloves are off because you didn't even realise that you took them off during the night. But Seams say that as well as being a very moisturising product anyway, you can further enhance the treatment by actually using your hand cream and then placing on the gloves. As you know, I've been a fan of Seams for years. What I love about it is it's not got a highly fragranced scent, so it doesn't feel as if it's something that only a certain person can use. Anyone can use it. It's not going to linger. I also love that it's beneficial for the skin. It's such a lovely product, really effective, but when it sinks in, it sinks in. No oily residue, no paw prints everywhere, so effective. So you can see here I've got 2 of the larger one of the little, so I'll move this out of the way and let's unbox one of the bigger ones. And then what we'll do is put on the gloves and just really enjoy that moisturisation. Don't you love the packaging too? Now I can see here that I've just got to take this off, so I'll take off the little sticker. Doesn't even damage the packaging, that's lovely. Made in the UK, which I love. Always so convenient. It's great when you can just take out exactly the amount that you want, so you don't need a lot too. How often do you squeeze something out of a container and you take out way more than you need? So I like to start back to back and then just very gently make sure that I take it up to the wrist. Already I can sense that I don't need to do much more. I like to get in between the fingers, make sure that I get those cuticles. Even with the best will in the world, everyone gets dry cuticles, you can't help it. It can be the weather, it can be how you're feeling, it can be the seasons. It's also nice just to give those fingers a little stretch. Give that thumb a nice little stretch too. I've said it before, but we just take our hands and our feet for granted. We don't often give them a good stretch. Stretch out that palm. This is the bit, see, just at the top here, where you're at the base of the fingers quite often, and I can feel it just now when you give it a right good stretch, you can feel the crunching. Release that crunch. And at that thumb, this big meaty part here, give that a good stretch. And again here. And if you've got any conditions that make it a bit difficult, then just go easy. But that's why using your seams can be so effective, just to help get some moisture in there, but also use it for a massage that isn't going to leave your hands feeling all oily and sticky. Once it's done its job, that's it. But because I used a bit more than I need to for just a typical hand moisturisation, I did that deliberately so that I can put the gloves on for 10 minutes and get the benefit. So here we go, cotton gloves, easy to get them. Look online, you'll get them everywhere. Maybe one day I'll get my white ones back. I'm only joking, I know they're gone. Cotton gloves, good excuse to relax for 10 minutes, watch TV, have a chat, just let that do its thing. And then when you're done, you'll have beautiful soft hands and you can just get on with the rest of your day. But remember, when you use seams, as I've been using it for years, it's one of those products that you don't use it and think, oh, I've put that on and now I can't read that book, touch that product, I'm going to leave greasy fingerprints everywhere. It's not like that. It was designed so that people that were working with fabrics could actually moisturise their hands, because they get very dehydrated when you're working with fabrics. So it was designed so they could moisturise their hands, get on with their day and not worry about touching all these fabrics and basically making them oily, greasy and ruining them. So if it works for that, and if it works in that professional industry, it's going to work for us. So thanks again to Seams for sending me this. It was a really nice coincidence because it meant that I could incorporate it into my glove chat. So if I just put one of each on just to finish off, do you use any particular gloves? Do you use your moisturisation gloves? Do you use your cotton gloves? Or do you use your copper gloves? do you use the same for the feet? I'd love to know. It's something that a lot of us don't really give a thought to, others we couldn't live without. I'd love to know what you do. So thanks again to Seams. I'll leave a link in the description where you can check out their website. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.